Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, Tommy, how are you? Hope you're well. Short live stream today. Um, my funky glasses. I need new glasses. Anyway, I have. I'm leaving tomorrow for Patea for a little vacation. Go to see Cabo and rest and relaxation for five days, I think. Anyway, so I'm leaving tomorrow, which is Sunday here in Thailand, and I'm coming back on Friday, and I fly into Buriram, I think at 5 o'clock. So anyway, I found out that all the people from my wife's work want to go camping up where we went. I think was it 2 New Years ago? I don't know. Anyway, where I put the drone up and we were up in the mountains with the stream and that kind of stuff. They want to go up there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fly in on 5. Hey, Wes, how you doing? And hook the trailer up. I'll have it. I'm going to work on it today. That's why I need to probably keep the live stream short as I can. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning, I get in, fly in Friday night. We're going to ride up there. It's about a 5.5 hour ride. So we'll get there just about at the crack of dawn. And we're only staying one night, which I don't usually do, but I know that my wife wants to, hey, Daniel, wants to go with her friends from work. There's about 10 or 12 of them. And we're going to be like the center because we've got the trailer, we got a generator, we've got, everything for everybody to cook and run their fans and do whatever they're going to do. So it's fine. I can live through it. So for today, where I was just going to pack the rest of my stuff, I got my, I'm going to take two GoPros. I'm only limited to 7 kilos. And I bought a little duffel bag and a backpack, but I'm going to go with the duffel bag. So now that changed a little bit. So I got to work on the trailer, a little bit of cleaning to do, dial in the TV, which I pretty much did the other day because I was kind of trying to get it ready to maybe take a trip towards Uncle Craig's part of the world. But anyway, well, bullshit, whatever it goes, however long it goes. But it's probably not going to be a real long live stream. I was waiting on the cousin or whatever, the one that built the pond and the pool and the walls and did all the work, a lot of the work here on the house. He's hit again, off again, on again, and changed a couple of things. I was just going to leave the floor concrete in the bathroom, and I was going to finish up that video 2 days ago, and ended up buying stuff from Taiwazadu. It's got a little shower deal in it. It's got a sink that's outside that I want to build a little encasement around it, type thing, instead of just hanging on the side of the wall, and put tile down and paint the inside and do a couple of things that weren't in the original bid. And I think in the video I said it was costing me about 22,000. So that went up another couple of grand. So it's actually cost me quite a bit. Original was between 15 and 20. So I was off. Usually I'm quite on point, but I wasn't on this one. So anyway, so he's supposed to be here this morning. He didn't come yesterday. And so I'll just finish up that video when I get back. It's a bathroom, for Christ's sake. But it's actually pretty cool because it's pretty easy to build stuff here. Even at 25, what is that? $750, and it's approximately, I want to say like maybe 6 feet wide and about 8 feet long. It's perfect for out there. And it's only got a little shower thing in there, a drain, the toilet. We bought a pretty good toilet too. And then the sink's outside. But it's cool. I'm glad that it's there because, like I had said before, people coming in and out of town, don't want to stay in a hotel. Friends and family is what I'm talking about. They can just stay in the trailer, and at least the bathroom's there. So I've got to do some stuff to the trailer because I fly out tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. So I got to leave here about 6 out of Buriram into Bangkok. Mitch hooked me up with a Sherry's something, a taxi service. It was 1,400 baht, which I thought was reasonable because I think I paid 1,500 to have the kids come just off of Bolt or whatever it was. And this one, she's going to have the person there at the air, at where I land, and, Mr. Clark, Mr. Dave, they probably would call me. And, I don't have to worry about anything, get in and go. Going to take me straight to that Asia Pattaya Hotel, which looks nice. I'm going to do a video on that because it looks really nice. It's got a little golf course too, which I probably won't golf. I'm just doing this for rest and relaxation and just to have a little fun. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Morning to you. So I, like I said, it won't be real long because I've got to do some stuff on the trailer. Because when I fly back, I made it. I got good flights. 2,500 baht from Buriram to Bangkok, and from Bangkok back to Buriram. The flight in the morning, because I want to get there early so I can get over to the hotel at check-in time, which will be perfect because I'll land there about 9. By the time we get in the car and drive there, it'll be noon, 1 o'clock, and I think check-in's 2. So that worked out perfect. And then the flight coming back leaves at 4, so I'll leave the hotel at 10. 9, I think I told him. I said I'd rather get there I'd rather get there early and not have to worry about, missing the plane or something. So it lands here at 5:05 in Buriram. My wife told me an hour from the airport, and she'll meet me there. They're going to drive me tomorrow morning. That way, I didn't want to leave my truck there for a week, and then I'll come back, do the final checkup and hook up on the trailer. Go to sleep, probably wake up at midnight, and 1 a.m. we're all gonna go together. So, because I don't really like driving at night, my eyes just don't work as good as they used to. But I told my wife that's not a problem if we're gonna be in a caravan type, in a caravan camper, but caravan, 4, 5, 6 cars going. What would we call that? Caravan? I don't know. In a pack. We're going to be in a pack. I can follow the person in front of me, as long as I've got my eyes on that person and I'm confident in that person, then I don't have to worry about, the darkness. I'm hearing dogs crying. Poor dinner next door is getting beat up. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can hear that. But anyway, hey, David, how you doing? So, and it should be fun. Like I said, she said that she might be able to talk them into staying Sunday night and taking off Monday, which would be better off. I don't like going any place for one. We're leaving at 1 o'clock in the morning. We're going to get there, be up all day Saturday, go to bed Saturday night, get up Sunday morning and drive home. It just don't excite me. And if it was a, 20-minute drive like it is from the U-Bahn house, that would be no problem. But it's a 5-hour drive from here to there. But like I said, my wife, that's like her extended family, the people there at work. So we'll see. Convoy, okay, convoy. I go with that. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing? So which would be cool because I kind of get the trailer out, shake it down a little bit. I'll probably take the e-bike with me, and then when I get back, like I said, the last time I took it out with the e-bike on the back and the weight distribution that I had on it, I was perfectly content, because I was cruising at 90 and no problems. And like I said, I gave it a little bit and it just came right back. So I still want to drop that or raise that nose 1 notch on my hitch, and I'll probably do that today and then put it on and maybe I'll leave it on. Nah, they might need the truck or something, but I could actually leave it hooked up, and I might do that because I want to see where it sits. But yeah, so then I'll go there. This Asia Pattaya Hotel. Mitch says the place that he's staying, because he's coming in, or supposed to be coming in to Pattaya that Saturday or Monday. I'm going Sunday because I'm going a day earlier. I think I told you guys in the last live stream it was like 1,500 baht more to go on that next on the 12th instead of the 11th. When I looked up at the 11th, repunched everything back in, I ended up getting the flight, getting a room for 1,500 baht with breakfast. It isn't a sea view room, but a room on arrival, so it could be anything, which I don't care. And for cheaper than I was flying for before. So would they leave it on the 12th? So I got an extra day of semi-vacation, and it didn't cost me any more money. So I was happy with that. Let's see. It was 11 this morning. 11. It was cold to me. I don't know what that is. I didn't really look it up. I'm so bad on changing things, but I think it's, I don't know. It was a little bit chilly. 11 degrees Celsius is what in Fahrenheit? 51.8 degrees. So yeah, it was actually, because I come out here no shirt on, nothing in the morning. It's a short walk, but it was I want to say nipply, but I hope there's no women in there yet. But yeah, it was a little bit cold. I like it. I can get out on I'd like to take a nice long ride. If I wouldn't have took, I probably would have drove the Forza. My wife would have went crazy. So, and I didn't want to drive the truck and, do all that. And I didn't want to get on a bus. So I said, you know what? I don't go that often, so I'm just going to fly. And like I said, 2,500. So 30, 60, 80, 85, $90, not even 80, whatever the exchange rate is today, to fly round trip from Buriram to Bangkok. I thought was reasonable. 1,400 baht is kind of a stinger. I could have probably got a van for like 200 baht, to bring me over there. Then I would have had to get a Bolt for probably 200 or 300 baht to bring me to the hotel. And this way I don't have to worry about anything. So anyway, I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it. So we'll see. Yeah, it's not chilly coming from Canada. Yeah, I would guess that. She's still in bed. Yeah, my wife's, she's going to be, I told her, I said, I'm going to cut I'm not going to make it a real long live stream so that we can get, because I wasn't planning on doing anything on the trailer today. All I was planning on doing was making sure, I have 5 of these shirts and 5 pairs of pants. And, I can't go, all my camera equipment's going to go in a separate bag. And so that when I get to the air, I haven't flown in a long time, get out. It's going to have my power bank, my camera battery, anything that has batteries and stuff, and my iPad will all be in hopefully I'm going to fit it in my little over the shoulder deal. I bought another little thing to carry my wallet and my passport in. So I'm going to take that with me, and then I'll put that little bag inside there. So I'm in the airport. All I got to do is take it out, lay it out, open it up, and, let them, do whatever they got to do with the batteries. But it's only in that 55-minute flight, I think, from Buriram to Bangkok. Question I thought I had a flight. No, I haven't. I haven't updated. You're talking about the old ones where you can fly anywhere with Asia Air. Is that the ones you're talking about, Tommy? I think I had 2 of those, and I didn't use hardly either one of them. I got my money's worth, a couple of trips to Bangkok and stuff like that. But they haven't sent me an email. I don't know if they're offering that anymore. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. But no, I didn't buy that this year. I'd like to do enough traveling to get that again. It was a great deal. But yeah, so I wasn't planning on doing that, working on the trailer, flying back in on Friday at 5 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock in the morning taking off to go camping for one night in Ubon. But like I said, it'll make her happy. She wants to show them the trailer. She's the little Queen Sheba of the camping clan at work, so I know she wants to do that. So I'm going to do it anyway. Maybe I'll talk her into being able to stay Sunday, and I'll get a little bit of rest. But I get rest when I get back, and then I'm going to schedule something, have a good shakedown on the trailer, which I know it's going to be fine because I already did with the last camping trip up to Ubon, and then maybe talk to Craig and maybe head that way. But what else is going on? Like I said, with the bathroom, probably won't get that video out until I get back. I am going to do some video there, the hotel. Like I said, it looks like a pretty nice hotel. Mitch said the same thing. It's big, giant, on the beach. I got a sea view room, including breakfast. I think it was like 1,500 baht, 1,600 baht a night. And he said it's a nice hotel, a little bit dated, which I don't care about. But he said it's very, very nice. 4-star, I think. 4-star hotel. So, yeah, and I think I've been talking too much, which I don't usually do because it's only when I'm doing live streams that I'm talking English, because otherwise pretty much around here. But me and my wife have been talking a lot about, the trips and stuff like that. And I think I got a little thing, but I feel fine. So, yeah, the tires on the trailer are only, I will air them up. I've got my compressor and everything there. That's the stuff I need to do today. And then I'll check them again before I leave. But they're not even 2 years old. And I think I want to change those to 16-inch too. Originally put 15-inch on it because we didn't know about height and, whether it was going to hit or, because that was all, you're talking about cutting out a perfectly good suspension and putting in leaf springs and shocks. I mean, I'm surprised the thing even travels down the road. The guy did a good job. It's hard to calculate all that stuff and center and everything. He did a good job. But yeah, definitely, Tommy. But the tires should be fine. But I'll just put those on, and I'd like to get the last thing that I'll do, and probably not till the end of this year, is get a set of nice rims and 16-inch tires, put them on there, and then I'll have to readjust everything. And it still should be fine. It'll actually give me, obviously, a little bit more ground clearance. Also, and I'll probably do another video on the Koi Thai style channel. I put brushes. If you've seen on the side of the, I know I don't talk too much about fish on there, but I've got my 4-inch that comes up in, then it goes down in and comes up underneath. I've got 2 of the, I call them Japanese filter mats in the bottom now. And that's what I had before. But now I bought a whole, I needed actually 2 more brushes, 20 brushes in there too, to just get it out. And then I put those new valves in, which are freaking awesome for cleaning wise. I got to do that on a video too. People, not that I got one, we still only have 14 subscribers, but they want to know what it takes to clean and all that stuff. It's not that hard. That's why I put the drums and stuff on there, because of made it easier. But I like, so far, they've been in about a week, a little over a week. It's due to be cleaned actually tomorrow, which I'll be gone. So I might have to do it today. But anyway, I put brushes in that. And the bathroom, and that's pretty much it. The other thing that I'm going to do improvement wise is I want to buy it's a pain in the ass with this gate over here. We've been keeping my wife's car and my truck over on the new property. It's a pain in the ass. The dogs are over there and opening it up, trying to keep these dogs on this property and these dogs on this property. It's been a pain in the ass. But not only that, but you need somebody to slide it open, get with the gate. I want to put the electric gate opener on it. Probably going to cost I think the gate opener itself's about $4,000, 42, something like that. And it probably going to cost 7,000-8,000 to get electrical there, get the electrician to wire it up, maybe a little less. I usually, it seems, I overestimate him. He always amazes me. I think that as far as the solar's going, man, it's just been, because it's been cool, we haven't been running the air conditioner. The sun has been up in the sky all day long, so my batteries on the house are fully charged, and I'm only running half of normally what I would run overnight. So I've got plenty of battery in the morning. Still got, look at that now, actually, since the sun's just coming up now. Let's see, do I have it up here? Yes, I do. It is at 50 or at 40% right now, and it still isn't putting out. It's only putting out 1,000 watts, but then the house is putting out 23. And I kind of figured, I'm going, man, how come my wattage in the morning, like overnight, it was only 800, 900 watts, and my mother-in-law cooks all the rice for the dogs and all that in the rice cookers, and those rice cookers, I think, pull 1,000 watts a piece. Like right now, I'm pulling 2,300 watts, and there's nothing on. No one's taking a shower, knowing nothing. Just a couple of rice cookers going, which is still okay because especially during this sunny part. So I think I'm going to have an impressive bill, I hope, on, and I'm going to check it. I think it was about the 22nd, 23rd, something like that. I got it. And you guys, of course, will be the first to know, and the garage has been holding its own. So, yeah, the only thing, I still haven't gotten an answer from the frickin' guy on the batteries and getting U-Bahn done, the solar man. So I'm going to hit my wife up again this morning. I don't know if you guys, in case there's some people watching this that don't have Thai significant others or whatever, they don't like asking questions or anything, man. Not even logical questions. So what time are you going to be here today? They don't want to ask. They said they'd be in the afternoon. So the afternoon runs from like noon to 5, I'd like to be a little bit, no. Or can you call him, see if he's going to come today? No, don't want to do that. It's really hard. It's like pulling teeth. And I don't think I'm the only one that's experiencing that with a Thai wife. And my wife's pretty good, better than most, I think, because she's used to me, wanting to know those stupid things like, is anybody coming today? Do I need to stay home all day, wait for somebody? Yeah, I hear that, brother, right? Morning, Jackson. How you doing? Yeah. So we'll see. I'm gonna drink a little. That tastes good. So I'll have her try, because for some reason, originally, the whole story behind these batteries, I paid a lot of money for these 200 amp hour batteries when I first got the system. And one of them I bought online from a guy. I bought the same battery. I said, I need another one. I'll just buy it directly from you. He sent it me. Come to find out, I bought them from Thai people because I wanted to give Thai people the business, right? And I could have bought a lot of shit out of China. And they buy the cells out of there, but they put them together, put them in the casement. They make a few bucks. So I figured, why not? Well, I'll come to find out, the guy screwed me. Said, oh, there's nothing. The battery screwed up and 2 times. And the guy said, oh, no, you're doing something wrong. And then all of a sudden he blocked my solar man from calling him. And come to find out, when I bring it to the solar man's guy, the one that he sold me directly was only 180 amp hours instead of 200. And and what the guy's saying now is he put in two BMS, little modules, one that tell you the readout, and they balance the cells and do all this kind of shit, right? And he said what it is. He was supposed to. He said the casing is smaller than on the bigger one that we have no problem with, and it's causing heat and overloading this thing. He wanted to put it in a different encasement, give it room, give it breathing room, put the BMS on the outside of the deal, make sure it stays cool and all this kind of. I said, yeah, do whatever you got to do. I mean, I've got 50,000 baht invested in this battery, more now. So, I only paid 90,000 for two 300 and for 628 amp hours, and they're working great. So, but 2 years later or something. Anyway, you're listening to me bitch about it, but for some reason I can't get the solar man to. I what is he done? Is it fixed? I'll get a hold of him. Well, he told me that 2 weeks ago, and then my wife got a hold of him again a week ago. Oh, okay, yeah, I will. That 3 days ago. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to him tonight. Nothing. And they don't understand. It drives me freaking insane, I don't mind. They call me up and tell me to go screw myself. Hey, I'll let you know when I'll let you know. Stand up, grow a pair. Do something. Tell me to go screw myself exactly. But no, nothing. So not that I want to spend the money because he's still got to put in the other one, but it was 900 baht or something like that last month. So it's obviously working, but it's only one controller on one battery. And granted, there's no one there. So I'm thinking this time, I think the last time we had went there, 4 of us, for 3 or 4 days, which we probably ran up quite a bit of electric bill. So anyway, we'll see. But I want to put the other one in. I bought a new controller. It's ready to go. He's got it. But there's no reason to go out there if you don't have the battery. What you can do, put it in, and it'll help, but it ain't going to do anything overnight. So anyway, hey Jay, how you doing? But we'll see. Let me see what I'm missing here. It's amazing. They just don't want no confrontation at all. And I'm not even telling them, that, I want to scream at them or anything. I'm really respectful of, especially all the people that I do business with are mostly family, but I never. Sometimes my tone changes with the cousin, because he pisses me off. Because all I tell him is, hey, you're going to stay home and get drunk? Just let me know you're not coming. I don't want to get up in the morning, arrange my day to hang out, and you just don't show. Just call me. I'm drunk. Click. That's it. Leave a text. I'm drunk. I don't care. You just can't quite fathom that, Now, if you can't even fathom that much, then he just did it yesterday. He was supposed to come yesterday. Nah. No message, no nothing. So anyway, but yeah, it is. Let's see. I'm afraid they don't turn up for a full day. They're off the job. If any 1 or 2 days off, they don't come back. Yeah, it's family, and I really do. I love the guy. He's the one that built this pond under my direct supervision, that in the pool, but under direction. I mean, the guy can do pretty much anything. But is he smart? No. He doesn't think, and I think it's because he's drinking. Here's a perfect deal. I'll have to show you this deal because he's going to change it, I think, because my wife went crazy. We bought an outside door for the bathroom, right? We bought one of those doors that have louvers, and then it's got little windows, okay, down the side. I think there's 4 of them. One side of those windows has a palm tree that's painted. He put that on the inside. So when you're looking at the door, the paint is on this side. You're looking at the back of the the glass. How do you do that? But see, if I would have been watching him the whole time, which I haven't, on the bathroom, I'm going, this is a simple little thing, I'll check in, make sure he's not, completely screwing something up. But on the pond and the pool, I was on top of every little, because we were living here, so it made it easier back then. the builders and stuff. Plus the builder was a different builder. But anyway, so that kind of stuff. And my wifey was even looking at me, shaking her head. This was only day before yesterday. That's when I said, all right, go ahead, change the door back. I'm going to put tile down so you can make a few dollars extra on that. I want you to build me a little, block deal with the door underneath the sink on the outside and paint the complete inside. So anyway, you guys like my ranting today? How much? Probably a lot. No, I've already kind of thought, definitely when I go, I'd like to have a Subway. I got to watch my sodium, man. I'm by myself, and if I get in any kind of trouble in the middle of the night or something, I'm a dead man. So I gotta be smart. So I'm not going to go crazy. I'll still just eat maybe eggs on toast in the morning, no potatoes, no bacon, maybe some vegetables or a salad. And, when we go out for Mexican food, I'll do that. But I'm going to try not to go crazy. Let's see, what else did I miss here? Hello, everyone. Who was Jay saying? Crazy ass crap going on in the States. So happy to be returning. Yeah, I don't even watch what's going on. I don't want to know. In my experience with some Thai workers, they don't deal well with feedback or direction. Almost get depressed. Yeah, he's pretty good. He respects my my abilities and my knowledge in construction, and he takes direction well. And I gave him, I bought 2 laser levels, the round ones that go on with the battery pack, and they go around and up and down and horizontal and angle, whatever you want to make sure that the pond and the pool were dead nuts, right? When he was building the garage, I bought another one for me to have in the garage. He used that one. So I don't know what he probably sold it for beer money. I don't know, or alcohol. But he takes correct direction fine when he's here. And like I said, I'm planning on using him to build that 2-bedroom house. That's how I save money, because he can make money. The only money he's made in the past 3 years is off of us, me and my wife. That's all. Maybe had 2 or 3 little 1 week, 2 week jobs in the past 3 years. Rest of it's come from stuff we've given him to do. And she works at TOT, but she's not a government employee, his wife. She just cleans up the place, the building. And I feel for her. She busts her ass, and of course she gives money to her parents who take care of her kid, and blah, 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 blah. The normal Thai life here in Thailand. And I feel for her. That's why I try to give him as much as possible. And sometimes I've gotten to, I'm just using the solar man, screw it, when I know it's going to be done, and I'll bitch at my wife. My wife's going, why are you mad at me? I said, I'm not mad at you. Let me vent. I have no one to vent to. Let me vent. I'll be fine in 37 seconds. Okay. And then I'm fine and I relax. And no, don't call him. Don't tell him to, just tell him to come and, but he does, because if you look at my pond and my pool, he did a good job. And the garage and the bathroom, he's kind of, I didn't give him any direction, and I should have. I still got Happy New Year scrolling across the bottom. I just noticed that. Am I drunk? Maybe I'm drunk. But anyway, but I wasn't impressed. He built this piece of crap dog kennel that I just want him to tear it back down and throw it away. It's just a piece of shit. And my wife paid him out of my wife's money to do that. So anyway, let's see. What else am I missing? Diet, okay. And let's see. I hate to say it, Dave. A lot of them do that kind of thing. My sinks are back. Yeah, it is. But see, that's why I like, here I have no excuse, like the stuff that's going on in the bathroom. I should have been over there watching him. I didn't watch him for 2 days, and that's when he installed the door. I'm going, And I'm looking at my wife. I look at him. I don't want, I don't want to embarrass him, and I don't want to raise my voice because I know that he gets really intimidated when I get a little uppity, and I try not to, especially with Thai people, anything with the government, or I'm totally yes ma'am, yes sir, hat off, respectful as hell, but I don't want to scare him, and I want him to work. I want him to make money, man. That's what most of it's about. So, and they shy away from work. Yeah, I told him when he was building the toilet, well, I need 3 guys. I said, why? You're pouring a slab that's maybe 8 feet long by 6 feet wide. Now to set the rings, he put in 2 of the big rings for septic system and tied them together. He did a great job on that. To lift those into place, yeah, use 3 guys for half a day. Get a guy come in. But otherwise, to that, and then put up a steel frame, and then put up 3 block high around, and then put roofing stuff on the top. Why do you need 3 guys? Okay. Well, one day my wife said, "What?" Dave said, "Why do 3?" I'm not charging for me. Well, the reason he's not charging for him is he told the 2 guys what to do that day, and then he got drunk. So it's like, I said, I'm doing this so that you could make money, not so that you could drink and pay your employees and make fugats to make nothing. So anyway, I guess this is just a bitch session today. Welcome to the bitch session. A lot say they stay away from family and end up taking a piss, but I know it's very difficult. Others stay longer. You do business with them and work. Yeah, like even the solar man, he's top notch, man. It's hard to get him back here. In the beginning, when I had him for the solar system and the electrical and all the stuff he did in the backyard for my pool and the pond and all that stuff, he wasn't as well known as he is now. And now it's hard to get him back, for any period of time to do the work. Like he told me it would be 15 to 20,000 to build that bathroom, and he would have done it. He would have done a better job, and he would have done it in half the time. But that isn't my. But he's family too, in a direct, indirect way, and he's a great guy. So I'm going to have him do the gate opener and close. I'm going to have him do half of the house when we build the house. I'll let Toon do the block work. He did a great job on the block work for the garage, and that's all that the Thai style house is going to be. Single block, ceiling, insulation. That's it. Because I'm trying to do it for $500,000 baht, and I'm pretty confident that I can do it for that. So, but it's tough, Like I said, family's always been important to me, and I don't know whether it's because I come from an Italian family. I think we are. I think the Mexican families are like that. I know it was like that way in Costa Rica. Definitely that way here in Thailand. If you're a different nationality, let me know what yours are. But with the Italians, I noticed that going from the East Coast to the West Coast, even now, the East Coast Italians are still more family oriented than the stuff in California that my family separated from them years and years and years ago. Have kind of fallen away from that. They get together. Somebody gets sick, they all get together and go, okay, Bill will come over and watch Uncle Bob from 6 o'clock in the morning till this, and this one will come over and take this, and we'll take this shift and do that. They try to do everything they can to, as a family, to put things together. They don't, not so much on the West Coast anymore, but the Italians, and like I said, like in Costa Rica, it was always, I found out they called it, like here, Thai time, they called it Tico time in Costa Rica. And I had some tile work done, and the guy didn't show up, and then he finally showed up. And I'm going, oh, it's Tico time. They do it when they want to do it. And come to find out, no, they put family in front of everything. His grandmother had a birthday party on the beach. They had a plan it the day before. He had to be there at 6 in the morning, lay it all out, cook, and but people don't, especially the Farangs, they just go, no, they're just flakes, not what I experienced, and here And there are, some of them are drinkers. I like this one, but he's talented. Like I said, he takes direction well. And do I have to stay there? And yeah, you're doing that wrong. Oh, okay. And he'll do it. But my pond, do I have different? Every time I build a pond, I come up with another brilliant idea to cut back my cleaning time and enjoyment time increases. But a couple of things that I'll do different. Am I going to get to build the one over here? I don't know. Till I get the house in and the little, like I said, my wife wants a knockdown house up by the road for Sim to teach traditional Thai dance. And she wants one of those knockdown houses because if the kids get a piece of property somewhere, they're married or they want to go somewhere on their own, they can just move the knockdown house with them. And I said, okay, that's fine. But I want to see it. She has to have a certain amount of land for her garden, for her stuff, for her. And the Japanese cucumbers and all the stuff that she grew were just fantastic, awesome. She grew some lettuce because she knows I like salads and stuff and everything she does. So I want to make sure she has a reasonable, but I'd like to get a chunk. I'd like to get at least another pond in at least. I'd like to go, if I got to go small, I want to go 4 meter by 4 meter. This one's 4 by 3 and go an extra 2 foot in depth. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll have to see. It'll be down the road and it'll be on Koi Thai Style channel. Okay, what am I missing here, you guys? Jay says, my Thai partner's mother is almost 90 and recurring health issues. We are preparing for the inevitable. Yeah, exactly. And I'm so tired of going to, people dying around me. It just sucks. And the older that I get, obviously, the more frequent that's going to be. My uncles, my mom, most of the family that I grew up vacationing with and having the time of my life in my younger life are pretty much all gone now. But yeah, my father-in-law is, I think he's 80, maybe 75, 79. He's 85, I think. But my mother-in-law is the same age as me. She's a year younger than me, which kind of freaked me out in the beginning. But they didn't care. No one in Thailand seemed to care, and I definitely didn't care. So, but it wasn't a problem. But yeah, preparing for that. Her dad is getting there too, I think. It sucks, and I haven't had to go through that with close family that I knew, and I know this man now. But it's always been a cousin 3 times removed, that passed or whatever, and I just stopped going to the burnings and that kind of stuff. I asked my wife, what are you going to do with me? You going to burn me and do all that? She said, yeah. I said, you're going to handle it all. I'll just put money aside. Yeah. You don't even need to put money aside. I'll make sure you get your little, what do they call it? Seti, Eddie, Petty. Somebody, haven't seen Brock in a while. He's the one that used to correct me. Yeti. Is that the name? The little things that they have on the, on the temple where they put the, I call them where the dead people live. Let's see. It's good to be able to vent. Yeah, I know. And what the weirdest thing and the hardest thing for my wife to understand is she thinks I'm mad at her, And I said, no, not even close. Just because I'm venting at you, you're the only ones I can vent at, because she gets hurt, oh, I'm sorry I did wrong. And he didn't do anything wrong. It's hard. And I try to keep it to an absolute minimum. But, I got to. But they don't understand. See, I'm cut and dry. I have an argument with a brother or with somebody, if it's got to come to blows, then come to blows and be done with it and drink a beer and love each other again and go on down the road. And same thing with my fight. I could be fighting. Like I told her, I'll be fine in 37 seconds. And they can't understand that. And a lot of people can't, but I don't like carrying shit around. I don't want to carry any shit around. I got enough stuff to carry around from my life that I don't need any added stuff to carry. And that's why I'm pretty upfront. If somebody pisses me off, I'm going to tell them. I'm not going to. I don't know, but I want to be done with something. If somebody's got a problem with me, be a man up, tell me what your problem is. If you can convince me that I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I'm not a complete asshole. Have I been an asshole in my life? Yeah, hate to say it, but yeah. But I'm not, do I think I'm right all the time? No. That doesn't mean that I'm going to, crack under, something. But if somebody comes up with a valid deal that, no, you're wrong. The sky is a purplish gray, and they can prove it to me, then I'll admit it. I'm not going to say, no, you're just wrong and go screw yourself and be mad at that person for 370 years. It's just bullshit. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. And I said, living in the village has more drama. Yeah, I know. You've got Poor Andrew has his share of drama. Got to go, Dave. All right, take it easy, Wes. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I'm not going to go too much longer. It's been 45 minutes. I'll go an hour. And thanks for the people that are hanging. Because of, like I said, the reason, in case somebody just popped in, I was just planning on packing today. I leave tomorrow at 6 a.m. Buriram Airport, Bangkok to the Asia Pattaya Hotel for, I think, 5 nights, relaxation. Going to meet up with Cabo, have some food. I think Mitch is going to come by, and just going to relax. It's just a relaxing deal for me, myself, and I. But my wife wants to go camping, and she just went. They went to see the soldiers. I guess there's a ceasefire I haven't watched anything. And yesterday, they all took a ride all the way to where they were, which they weren't allowed to do before. And they gave them, gave them a bunch of stuff. A lot of people gave them a bunch of stuff. And I guess they've kind of she kind of tried to explain it to me, which I was kind of good to hear, because I didn't really want to cut out if massive stuff was going on. But I don't know what point I was going to make. I went off on a tangent. Okay. What was I going to say? Why did I talk about that? Her going there? Maybe because of the trip. Oh, so here's what it was. So that was her whole group. So that's where they came up with the 10 people. We'll all leave in a convoy. Is that what Tommy said? At 1 a.m. in the morning, and I get home Friday night at 5 in the Buriram, home probably 6:30, and that's why maybe I got to hook up the trailer today, get it ready to go, get everything settled that I wasn't planning on doing, so that I can just relax, get something to eat, go to bed, wake up at midnight, take a shower, get in the convoy, and head to Ubon and camp for one night. So it'll be an experience. So I'll actually probably have, in a week and a half, probably have 3 or 4 videos. So I haven't done many on the channel, so I'll do that. Let's see. Burt Reynolds. Yeah, I told you I saw him on the CBS lot in the valley. He, for some reason, he gave me a dirty look. I don't know why. He didn't like me walking around unaccompanied. He didn't know who the hell I was, I guess, is what the problem was. I'm sure he probably wasn't a bad guy. Let's see. Yeah, so that's my plan. So that's the reason I told my wife I'm going to keep it short, and we'll get the truck and the trailer and the thing. Got to go get gas. Got to bring the generators, and I want to make sure I've got all the right cabling for the generators to run it, because I've got 100-meter deal so I can put the generator way on the other side. They want to be able to plug into it so they can, have lights and fans and stuff and whatever. That's fine. They can just plug into the trailer. I'm sure they're going to all be around us. They're going to do all the cooking at the trailer. It should be fun. And like I said, my wife, I know she wants to. I don't want to say show off, but she wants to show them the trailer, and and I don't blame her. I mean, she is happy to have it. No, that's not the word. What is it? It's grateful to have it. Yeah, probably true too. But she wants them to experience and see her stuff and be proud of it. I guess that's what it is. Proud of what she has. And that's the same thing. Like I told her about. I was saying my father-in-law. He's getting a little. People come to deliver stuff. Oh, come and see my house and come in the back and let me walk you around and show you all the stuff you can steal after we're gone. Saying my wife had to, Dad, maybe not invite everybody into the house and show them around. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Hope you're well. Happy New Year. If I haven't talked to you since New Year's. I think he sent me a Happy New Year's thing. But anyway, so I'll have some videos, put them out. I was hoping to get the bathroom out, and if I have enough time, all I need is just a little picture of him putting down some tile. I mean, everybody can use their imagination on what the 100% from the 93% done. They can do that, and then maybe I'll put it out before I go. Oh, you are saying happy? Yeah, I've got Happy New Year scrolling down here. I guess I don't need that anymore. Should I leave it up? I'll leave it up at least for today. So that's the reason that I got to cut it short today at an hour. It's 52 minutes, so another 10 minutes or so. But hopefully, I don't know if I'll do a live stream or not. I'm only allowed, like I said, I'm not going to pay out the nose for, bringing a regular bag. I got 7 kilos, but I've got 5 of these and 5 of my lightweight pants that probably don't weigh a kilo. And so I've got 2 cameras, some extra battery stuff, but not a bunch of weight, maybe a kilo. And I just want to make sure I'm not overweight and have any kind of problems, going. But it should be fun, if I can, I can just do it all through the speaker on the iPad. Now maybe I'll try it and see. And if it's crap, I'll just end it. But at least you'll be able to see where I'm at and stuff like that. And if I was trying to think what I have and how I would upload something to an iPad. Would I have to have in other words, how would I get my SD card? I don't have anything. I don't think I have any cabling or anything that can do that. Has anybody done that? How do you load? Who's an Apple guy? Anybody? How would I load? If I have it on an SD card and I've got a little, reader deal to USB. How do I get it from USB to my iPad? Of course, I'd have to put my software on there, but that's no big deal. But what do I just need? Do I just need a cable that I could buy at the computer store to go from this to Lightning? Because my little pad's a Lightning. Who's an Apple guy? We have any Apple people? Of course, there's only 11 people here. Maybe I could ask the almighty Google. Okay, here we go. I like this. They give you the AI deal. How do I hook my SD card reader to my iPad Lightning connection? Let's see what they almighty. And then it gives me a little readout of what the AI said. Let's see. To connect an SD card reader to a Lightning iPad, you need an Apple Lightning to SD card camera reader. for a compatible third party or a compatible third party one that plugs directly into the pad's lightning port, allowing you to insert the SD card and access files through the file app or photo app, importing videos and photos for power devices, faster speeds. Use a lightning to USB 3 camera adapter, which lets you connect a USB hub or your reader and pass through the power. Okay. So maybe I can get one of those. I'm leaving tomorrow though, but I'd like to have one. It'd be nice to do it. Hey Jake, how you doing? I'm not an Apple guy, but you can put it in the cloud and they download it. That's true to the pad. Do they? Can I do that? Maybe well, no, because I'm only going to I'm going on vacation, sort of. I'm going to go have lunch with Cabo, and then I'm just going to hang for 5 nights and flying into Bangkok, taking a taxi from there to the Asia Pattaya Hotel and spending 5 nights there. But I was trying to think, I wonder if I have but that's too. Oh, I could try that. I don't know where I put I've got those little, how would I, see, I have a hub here. I've got a hub. I have a smaller hub somewhere else that I could take off because I don't use it over here. You gotta look. And I've got one of those deals that slide into a USB-C and then it makes all different, whatever kind of plug you have. I've got one of those. I would try that. I don't have a bunch of time today, obviously, but I will try. All right. It's been 57 minutes. So anyway, anybody that just came in, I'm flying. I'm having to work on the trailer today and the truck to get it ready to go because my wife wants to go camping. I fly out tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock out of Buriram. I fly back on Friday I land in Buriram at 5 o'clock at night, ride home 6 o'clock, and she wants to leave that night, early Saturday morning, Friday night, 1 a.m. Saturday morning. We're going to caravan with about 4 or 5 car full of people from her work from here to a campground up above Ubon. I was there for New Year's 2 years ago, I think, or 3. And Toby was with us on that trip. And she wasn't supposed to be. We snuck her in there because I said, "Are we going to take the dogs?" Said, "No, 2 of them they'll see. We're not supposed to have animals." And I said, "Oh yeah, that's right." But they never busted our stones about it. But anyway, so instead of finaling up, going to the bank, getting some cash, just working on putting my duffel bag together, getting ready to go and relaxing and all that, I've got to get the truck and trailer ready. So it'll be fun. But I will check on that and see that because that way I can take some video. If not, I'll try to at least do like I did that one time, and that way at least I can hold up the thing you could see out the window that I was in. But better yet, if I can download a video of the hotel and me farting around, it would probably even be better. So I'll check that out because I know I've got a little one somewhere. I just got to figure out where I put it. Anyway, all right, everybody. I'm not going to play an outro again or nothing. I didn't get that. Let's see. What, anything else? No, I think that's about it. 59 minutes and 31 seconds into the live stream. You guys are awesome. The people that are, we do have a couple of new subscribers. They're kind of stagnated there, which is fine. We'll get to 3,000 subscribers. I think we will. We're close, actually. But everybody, let me go over here and do that. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I'll catch you on the next one.